You know what that music means. We are just 100 days away from gathering the greatest athletes in the world once again. And there are 18 members of Team Idaho worth monitoring with the Olympics quickly approaching. Not all of them were born here. We have representation from Alaska, Washington, Colorado, Montana, New Hampshire, and even 3 international athletes. But all of these athletes have either trained or competed in the Great 208. Taking a closer look at the Gem State, Boise, Caldwell, Meridian, Sun Valley, Kimberly, and Rexburg have all recently produced world-class athletes on the cusp of representing the red, white, and blue. Now, the qualification process can be long and drawn out, but we do know at least one member of Team Idaho that will be competing in Paris later this summer. Boise High grad, Mateo Jorgensen.
Hey, Mateo, what are you doing?
Jorgensen fostered his love for cycling in the foothills. Over the last 4 years, he has fought his way to a number of international podiums. As a result, he'll get to parade his talents through Paris this summer.
I'm looking back now and it's like, wow, I'm young and I think I performed well and showed that, I have the potential to do it in the future.
Now, fellow Boise High grad Will Barta could join Jorgensen in Paris this summer, but it would take a monumental victory in the national time trial next month in order for him to get to Paris. Now, there's going to be a number of Team Idaho athletes in Eugene at the United States Track and Field Championships as well. The main event will be the women's steeplechase. Allie Ostrander will be a fan favorite, but she spent most of the last year running cross country. With the games approaching, she's going to go back to the oval and shoot her shot. After that, BYU senior Lexi Halliday is redshirting this season. There's a number of reasons why, but one of them will allow her to tailor her training schedule towards peaking in July and August rather than May and June, which is the peak of the NCAA schedule. Recently, she ran a qualifying time of 9:26. Those two will likely toe the line with Marissa Howard, the Boise State alumna. We have been following her closely ever since her career took off 5 years ago.
Sometimes in my head, I build up these other athletes, and think, oh, they have all these accolades. But I think sometimes I have to bet on myself a little bit more.
Howard isn't the only one focused on peaking right now. Rexburg's Shari Hawkins took 8th at the World Championships in the heptathlon last year. Kimberly's own Peyton Bear was an All-American at Mississippi State in the decathlon as a freshman. Hawkins has arrived. Bear is bursting onto the scene. On that note, we arrive at Bora High alumnus Nathan Green, the reigning NCAA champ in the men's 1500. Recently, he ran the 4th fastest time in NCAA history in the event. His approach to Paris: buy a plane ticket now and see what happens. What goes through your mind when I mention the Paris Olympics? We are 100 days away, Nathan.
I hear Paris and I hear the Olympics, like I'm going to Europe either way. I've already booked a ticket. I'm already going no matter what. I'll either be racing for Paris or I'll be racing at meets in Italy and Greece and places like that where I'm just going to have a fun time. Either way, it's going to be fun. So the way that I see it is I'm just going out there to either race with the U.S. kit or race with the UW kit. And either way, I'm going to have a good time.
Nate isn't the only one looking to be great in Eugene. Malia Menegatti, Christy Schofield, and Sadie Henderson are all candidates to fill out the field in the women's 800. Team Idaho will look to excel beyond the track as well. Centennial Sofia Huerta has already made a World Cup and established herself as one of the best players in the history of the National Women's Soccer League. Now she'll look for an Olympic roster spot. Caldwell's Alyssa Mendoza has more than just a puncher's chance at an Olympic bid. She's currently one of the youngest members boxing for Team USA. Bora High's Aiden Addo is a wrestling sensation, and the only thing missing from his resume is a trip to the Summer Olympics. From a trio of potential first-timers to an Olympic medalist, Adrian Lau won silver in the dressage at the 2020 Tokyo Games, and now she'll look to repeat in Paris. Finally, we will also be keeping tabs on a few international athletes. Steeplechaser Lizzie Bird and distance runner Sam Atkin will both run for Great Britain, while Boise State sand volleyball player Amelia Guerra Acuna will attempt to qualify for Mexico. It should all lead to a fun summer for Team Idaho.